lot of times when we read the New Testament, we don't realize that we're snooping in other people's mail. It's like you take someone's phone and you're reading their text messages. That's what we're doing when we read the New Testament. Paul is having a conversation with the people at Ephesus. And what's happening is, I did some research around that time in Ephesus between the life of Paul and Jesus giving the letter in Revelation, is that there's kind of sort of two emperors that are around at the time. You have Nero and you have Domitian. I hope I pronounced his name correctly. I hope he forgives me. Now, these guys were known for heavy persecution of the church. Nero, after the Great Fire in AD 69, someone who's a theologian can correct me on that. There's a big fire in Rome, and he blames the Christians for the fire. Can you imagine that? And now there's heavy persecution of Christians. They're being burnt, they're being put into gladiator rings. A bunch of bad stuff is happening. Domitian is similar. Domitian was one of those emperors that he really made a big deal about being called God. All of the emperors of Rome all saw themselves as God, but he was one in particular who he made sure you showed him respect as a deity. And that wreaked havoc on the people in Ephesus at the time. Because there's how many gods? How many? So how do we serve the living God, but every day the people in Ephesus, as we're reading their messages, have to be we're serving the living God versus Domitian. That kind of sets the scene of this letter that we're reading.